One of the most important aspects of my job is to identify prospects. They come in all shapes and sizes from different regions throughout the world and from all levels of competition. We have found players from non-Division I schools such as Flip Murray, Devin George, and Scottie Pippen, just to name a few. Having a good rapport with sports information directors and coaches are invaluable. In just one conversation, you can find out important information about a player that may not be public knowledge. Whether it be that a player is an accomplished artist, or if a player may be playing with a painful ingrown toenail or bleeding hemorrhoids.
All right, we got first with Valdosta. Any injuries, anything like that? No, you know of everybody?
I think everybody's full strength.
All conference players, everything?
Yeah,
everything's good.
Okay, so no preparation age for anyone today. Onward to courtside. Scouting is not just about watching a player, but gathering as much information on a prospect. In other words, if a dude is hurt, not listed as hurt, but still plays, you have to throw that into the equation. If a dude is hurt and you don't know it, your report of an unathletic prospect could be wrong. Al Grushkin is one of my most valuable scouts. He covers this region for me when I'm unable to get out this way. Meeting here allows us to review our notes and talk about all of the prospects that we have covered.
Ryan's over there right now. He likes to stand on the end of the court and measure up the players before the games, get a good feel for how big they really are. A lot of times it's different from what you get in the listings. He's right over there.
Good rebound. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Come on. Don't wait on it. Good leadership skills. You see what he's doing? He's gathering everybody. As in pretty or yeah. Oh, missed the left. Good rebound, offensive rebound too. Oh, can you shoot the three? He hesitated though, you know that? I don't know if he's too sure of himself there. I mean, that's something that you got to go after. If you're your leading scorer and you can shoot that, you got your guys under and on the blocks, that's yours. Well, no Scottie Pippen today, no NBA prospects. It's been one of those long days, but that's what scouting is about, at least for me. If I can tell the teams who to go see, but also what's more important, who not to go see, then they can focus in on the players that they need or that they're looking after.
Listen, you have a choice to either hang in your hotel room, pick your nose, or go out and meet the city. I prefer to meet the city. Gliding through the crisp, calm Memphis night, I am entering the epicenter of activity, which is the world-famous Beale Street. It's not so much off the beaten path, but I'm assured of good food and good music. By the early 1900s, Beale Street was filled with shops, restaurants, and clubs. By the 1960s, Beale became run down and many stores closed. It wasn't until the 1980s when the street was redeveloped to what it is now.
How do I love a woman that can't be true? How do I love...
Rodriguez, or Rod of the Beale Street Flippers, is just one of those I met in a previous visit. Locals have called him a hero and an entrepreneur.
Gymnastics is flipping, right?
You got it. You got it. You got it. I'm telling you, you got it. We call it flipping because where everything we got is self-taught.
Yeah.
Self-taught.
You know, the last time we talked, we were inside of BB King's. Now you are like a celebrity here. Okay, I know that.
That's
okay?
what you say.
But
That's
hey,
what you say.
but I know that. But you started not too far from here.
Yeah, I ain't stopping. Right down the street, man. Right down the street off Punny Top. See, you know.
But you're a pioneer. You are a pioneer, right?
No.
No, you started this, right?
Yes, I did.
Now tell me a little bit of how that started.
Okay. We talking back in 1987. 1987, my family began to walk off this street we call Punny Top, which is like 4 streets over from Beale Street. And if you keep Punny Top straight down, you'll come up to a dead end. So this dead end used to get together and take a walk every weekend. We end up on Beale Street. And everybody started dancing and moving and grooving. They was like, Rod, flip, 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 flip. Sort of like you do when you see me. You be like, flip, flip. So I start flipping, people start tipping. As people start tipping, I was like, okay, I'm coming back every day.
You're the best at it. Okay, I'll give you that. I know that, but you give back too. I mean, you're back and you help. You go back all the time. You've got people. You got kids. You're teaching. You're helping. You're giving back, and I think that's important too. And you're helping a lot of people, you know, really get through that, get into flipping, but really making things better. I mean, you told me that before, correct?
Yeah, that's very correct, but you know, I don't have too much to stay on there because I do it from God. You know, I do it for God. You know, I don't do it for me. I don't do it for you. I don't do it for him. I don't do it for the people. I do it for God. So I don't want to take the credit for it.
All right, I'm not gonna flip.
Why not?
I'm not gonna flip. I already told you, man. I can't flip. I need straps. I need a helmet.
You know, they come up with all kinds of reasons.
I forget to tell you, he holds a world record for the longest flip set on a stage in front of a live television audience in Germany. The hook of flipping attracted crowds of locals and tourists who fed them with money, but it also attracted the police who prohibited street tipping. Back in the day, Rod's escape path from the police was jumping between buildings on rooftops 6 stories high and running between hidden alleys. Now Rod is the CEO of the group, performing in venues all over the world.
They ain't finna flip down there.
You go see him?
They ain't finna head all the way down there. You see how far that is? That's like a block. Hey, let's give him a little bit of one hand. That's it. That's it. That's it. One hand. One hand. One hand. One hand. Oh my God. No.
All that bending and jumping has made me kind of hungry. So I'm going to enter my decompression chamber at B.B. King's Blues Club, where the best ribs and the best blues mesh together in one beautiful dark-filled soundstage. B.B. King's will host some of the best musicians in the South, including their house band, the B.B. King's All-Star Blues Band. And they always open up the mics for up-and-coming artists as well as international Billboard chart toppers. One of those up-and-coming artists is 16-year-old guitar prodigy Will Tucker. He was playing drums at age 5, piano at 8, and guitar at age 12.
Now, for you, who were some of your icons?
I was at first it was Led Zeppelin, and you know I was obsessed with Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin was my thing for a long time, and then I started doing research about Led Zeppelin, find out where they got their influences. To find out that all Led Zeppelin's influences was the Delta blues guys like Muddy Waters, Elmore James, and Robert Johnson. I had to go and start listening to that Delta blues, saying, where they get all this influence. So I listened to the Delta blues. The first shock to me was half the lyrics I'd heard in all those Led Zeppelin songs. I was hearing again in these old 1930s Delta blues recordings, and then I got hooked on it. I just loved the stuff. That led to C. Ray Vaughan and Albert King, the bigger blues guys, B.B. King. And, I just fell in love with the blues, because I love music in general, but the blues just really communicated to me in a different way.
That's the roots,
Yeah, it's the roots.
Now, for you, how did you get your start, or what was your influence to actually start playing guitar?
Well, that was the thing. When I inherited the 2 guitars from my uncle, I felt drawn to, learn how to do something with them. So I started messing around, here and there, trying to figure out little licks, and I realized it was coming to me.
You just picked it up?
Fairly simple.
You didn't, take lessons?
At first I did. At first I was just, trying to pick some stuff out,
Yeah.
And then later on I started taking some lessons and really started getting a light for it, where I was just obsessed with playing the guitar.
Yeah.
It's what I did every single day. And, my dream was to get a gig like this. That's the kind of thing
of course. Who wouldn't want this gig?
I would have never imagined that I'd be here now, but
how old were you when the first time you had the gig here, when you first got it?
I started playing here the first time in December of 2007.
And how old were you then?
Actually, it might have been 08, actually, now that I think about it. I guess I was not too good at math, but 14,
14?
somewhere there.
So, I mean, what does it mean to you? I mean, you're at BB King's, you're in a legendary place, you have your own slot, you're bad to the bone, and I tell you, and you're mixing it, but what does it mean to you? I mean, to play in a place like this?
Well, you know, I know how historic, you know, this building and this street and everything in Memphis really is, you know, and I respect that so much. It's just, like I said, it's an unbelievable honor to get to play, you know, at this club. And for me, it's all about, like I've said before, there's nothing I enjoy more really than playing the blues. I love it, just in an unbelievable way. I love to play the blues, and, you know, this is the place where I get to come out, you know, the blues club.
Yeah.
I just get to, you know, sit down and play the blues, and I absolutely love that so much. It's just awesome.
That's it, man.
Oh, man.
Let me tell you something. You're a professional, brother. I'm telling you.